Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
All right, get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Here we go! What? 90! Let's go! What? 90! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Let's go! What? 90! What?
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the beginning of a new era for this young man in the pros. Rookie seasons can be notoriously tough for quarterbacks. We'll have to see how seamlessly he can make the jump from college to the next level. It's the Browns going up against the Eagles. With that, it's time to get up to Philadelphia as we welcome in our new broadcast team for 2016, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, a new broadcast. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Barnage has it on the right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from 2015, Fletcher Cox, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. They'll look to throw, and he finds Barnage. He's got it. They give him 12 yards and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Well, maybe a little of both. They'll run with Crowell, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 10 back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Let's go!
On play action, they'll throw. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that is happening.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On second down, here's Crowell. And nowhere interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running.
The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. Well, and the Browns getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll drop to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Flush to his right, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. Now... Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A first down carry now for Crowell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Barnage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cleveland geared up to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And partner, this first week, this first game that we...
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Sports. The hatred runs deep between these teams.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Elvis Dumerville in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Come on, let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So they'll be designed.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
A screen complete to Crowell. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 1. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision. Chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He got 29 yards that time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa, the rookie from Boise State, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end is... Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 47 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Y'all hear me, bro? Nah, y'all didn't even hear me. I was lit.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left.
Let's go. Oh, he dropped it.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On down at the 48-yard line. 5.
Dang. 1 second, guys. 1 second.
It's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game.
Pause it. I'm about to restart it.